Hey, what's up, champion parents out there? How you doing today?
Hey, Happy New
Hey, how are
Year.
Yes,
you?
happy New Year.
Yes,
Happy New Year. Did you guys have a great break?
I
Was
I
it
did.
a
did have a
break?
great,
It was a
It
break.
was a break for
Yeah,
those in the field of education.
absolutely.
wonderful 2 weeks.
Yes,
Nice
yes.
and relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
so
I didn't eat the traditional food. What about you guys?
what you mean, traditional food
Just for like Christmas, Thanksgiving. I mean, not Thanksgiving.
for
For
Christmas?
Christmas and for New Year's, how they do the fried
I
the catfish and the black
Yeah,
eyed
I didn't have
peas.
no black eyed peas or
Well, whose
greens for New
tradition is
Year's.
that for Christmas?
It's
Yeah, like you
us,
supposed to have greens or
us
black eyed
sisters.
peas for New
Uh,
Year's. I think it's supposed
Her,
to.
that's
I'm
new to
sorry,
me.
Dr. Pooh, where are you from? Because I'm a little concerned. I think somebody about to have their card revoked.
Well, I guess so, because guess what? I don't like watermelon either.
It's okay because I don't eat hot sauce.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like hot sauce either.
I don't like
Okay, well, I don't like chitlins.
Me either. Who
Where you
does?
from?
Who you with? Yeah, so I'm grateful for 2020. I see a lot of wonderful things happening. I'm very excited for a new year. Don't mean to sound cliche, but a new year, new me.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah.
And then it also gives people, new hope.
Yes.
Even though, people can change their lives and change the person they are, when they choose to, but it's just something about that, the new year, I can reinvent myself.
That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But reinventing yourself is like a daily process. Each day we become better. It's good that you make a start and effort at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
But it's equally important, to wake up every day refreshed and anew.
And read now.
And reflect on areas that you can improve in.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So welcome to Mommy Talk, where we share information
And resources.
and resources that increase knowledge and support a positive parental engagement that's real, relatable, and right on time. Come
Hold
talk
on,
to.
I was supposed to say that. Real, relatable, and
Oh
right
yeah,
on
that's your
time.
part. Go ahead. That is
Thank you,
your
Miss
part.
April. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine.
Wait a minute. You know what? Just do it one more time.
Real, relatable,
And
and right on time. You supposed to come.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
Right. That's her part.
That is my part, yeah.
Yeah, come talk to us each and every Monday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. on 1340 a.m. and 96.7 FM WCHB. Also, be sure to follow us on our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at Mommy Talk Network. That's MOMMIE. And check us out on our new and improved website at www.mommietalk.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to call us in to us here at the station at 313-837-1340, where you can engage with us on the air.
Yes,
And we're also on the we're also on other
Oh,
platforms.
yeah, we got the,
We are
platforms.
on Anchor, Stitcher,
Spotify.
and Spotify.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. So, okay. Today we were talking about keeping your youthfulness as a champion parent. So, because I know a lot of times as a parent, I feel overwhelmed. And when you feel overwhelmed and tired, a lot of times you feel older.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to remind myself, and I look at my counterparts here, and they remind me, you got to keep your glamour up. Don't be playing.
Oh,
Miss
you have it
Lisa.
on. You have it on popping. Your nails be popping. Those eyelashes be popping.
But I'll say that I'm inspired. I'm inspired by you to even you. We don't look our look doesn't tell our story.
Right.
As far as the things that we've gone through and how we feel. And I will say, some days when I'm feeling a little down, I hop in the shower and try to throw on a little face beating.
That's good.
And get out and let the sunshine hit my face, and then automatically it's like, oh, hey, hey, you know.
I'm like, okay, hey.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, they say the sun is medicine. It gives you,
It does give you
vitamin
medicine,
D.
and
So
it's
it's like when
fine.
you get out and that sun shines on your clean face. Like I always tell my kids, a clean face is a pretty face.
Right.
But when you get out and that sun shines on your face, it's awesome.
It is, and I think it's important that individuals don't look like they're struggling. Did y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you very well. We hear you.
The way I'm surprised y'all ain't getting on me how I just said struggle. Let me go back and let me say that one more time.
I know that'd be Miss Lisa. That's right. That'd be her. She always trying to correct somebody.
Right.
I was distracted. I was
Yeah.
looking for a piece of gum.
But I do. I really think it's important that individuals don't look their struggle, and it is. As a parent, you do feel overwhelmed, First, you have to go to the job, and then you have to listen to, deal with other people's problems. Then you have to come home, and you have to give your children,
Yes.
their attention, and because you don't want them to feel neglected. And
Yes.
then, it's like, when do you have time to actually have peace for yourself?
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
And it is, but you have to find
You
it.
have to make it. You have to
Yeah, you do.
find time. I remember at one point I was, this workout thing was more than just a thing. It was something that I really enjoyed to do. I had some inspiration.
But Miss Lisa,
know.
you work out with your kids too, so
I do, but I'm not how we were when
Oh, okay.
we were hitting it hard.
You was
Like,
hitting hard.
but
because I need to lose some weight. Go ahead.
and a lot of times, and again, it's like sometimes we say, well, we don't really have the time because you're running around with the kids, you're doing stuff for work.
But at the end
And
of the
then
day,
you gotta make time.
People make time
You
for
make
what they
time.
want.
Well, this sounds like a relationship thing. You make time for what you want to make time for.
But I think as
That's
a parent,
true.
though, it is
It's true.
difficult.
It's
though.
difficult.
It's
It
really
is.
difficult, especially.
However, if you want it bad enough,
I mean, some
isn't
weeks
that
may go
what you
past.
bosses say? If you want it bad enough, you get it.
Yeah.
One of
I'm
our
in
li-
here with some bosses, y'all.
one of my one of our listeners just tuned in and posted struggle because that's what I said. I meant to say struggle. I hear you though, but I corrected myself. It's called self-correction, all right?
Listener, you should have called in
Yeah,
and told us.
And told us that. Yeah, we needed to hear that verbally.
That's because Dr. Pert is always talking so fast, and I think sometimes her words just come out quicker than the thoughts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let me ask you all a question. So with New Year's, we just celebrated New Year's and everything. Have you, what was one of the things that you said you would work on that you have been consistent with since the first? Or have you? Or are you just maintaining?
You know what? At the end of the day, I just feel it's important just to make improvements overall. So I'm always evaluating. Am I being a good mate? Am I being a good friend? Am I being a good parent? Am I telling individuals that I'm around how I feel about them? Am I using my words carefully? Am I taking care of myself? So I think the biggest thing for me, I just feel like my bones. I don't know what it is. I'm moving a lot more, and I lost 10 pounds, and it's
Yeah.
just like
You lost 10
I did.
Oh, dang.
I did. I lost 10
Wow.
pounds. So I think one of the things is I just want to maintain being healthy. Yeah.
Amen. I like that.
Okay. What about you, ladies?
So one of the things that I said I would work on, and it was basically it was my relationship with my children, because I have to watch the way in which I try to get them to do things. One of my biggest things that I said I would keep I don't care, I'm going to keep a clean house, because when my house is not clean, that's my attitude. My attitude is not clean. And I always tell my kids, if you want to see me spruce up real quick and be in a better mood, do something to help get rid of the clutter.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what, Miss Lisa, your love language may be action. You may have
Yeah.
your love language must be, people got to show you action. to show
Hello.
you.
Yes, I
that's
like
good.
that. Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the things that it feels good. Like I've been going around and getting back into the the cleaning the way that I used to do, because 2019 was a trip.
Organized clutter.
Yes, yeah. So so between the cleanliness and the communication with my kids, I just been trying to be more of a G about it. Like, instead of screaming and hollering, trying to figure out a way to encourage
Effectively
them.
communicate.
Well, I say encourage forcefully, but
Stay calm and be a champion at parenting.
that's right. Hello, that's right. So callers, if you're listening, please give us a call. 313-837-1340. All right. Yeah,
So Miss nah, she not getting off, Miss April.
What was the question? I know.
So, with the new year, things that you said you will work on for 2020. What's your 2020
so
that you've been consistent with, or
that I want to start being consistent with?
Okay, amen. We can pray.
So weight loss is always a struggle. So I want to make sure that I not only eat healthy, be more healthy and conscious of what I'm eating and what I'm feeding my body, but also weight loss, and then also just be more spiritual minded, be more positive, optimistic, surrounding myself with like-minded people, growth in the business field, become a better parent, more effective. Even though my sons are older, it's still a transition you have to go through, because you got to kind of release and allow them to grow, but I still want to be their support system. So just learning to be more effective at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to offer something to you, Miss April. I know we both, because I joke around about the same thing, and I need to lose weight as well. However, I just want you to be, and understand you are thebomb.com. This my little hourglass over here. Yeah. So and you, Dr. Pert, I think we all have to understand we are beautiful. We're beautiful young ladies, and don't ever feel. I know you're not insecure, but I'm gonna say it again. Don't ever feel insecure. 'Cause you is fine.
Thank you.
Look, here you go. You is fine.
Yeah, you is finer. You is the finest.
Yes. Hello. Hey, caller.
Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Layla, and I was calling in because you were talking earlier about parenting and having time for yourself.
Yes.
And so one of the things that was taught to me by an older lady from my church who used to watch my sons was, she had 6 kids that she raised, and she said she would just turn her ringer off. And whenever I had things I needed to get done, I just turned my ringer off, or I set my phone to do not disturb once we had cell phones. And it worked wonders for me staying organized and staying on task. And everyone would say, well, what if there's an emergency? I'd say, well, I don't know anything the EMS doesn't know. So
I know that's right.
That's definitely an
Absolutely.
effective practice.
Miss Layla, how do you spell your name?
Leila.
Okay, because they kind of caught me off guard when you said Layla. My daughter's name is Layla, so she's Laylah.
It's just, yeah, well, we know each other.
Ah, that's right. Yes.
And that was excellent
I love
advice.
it.
I'm sure that all the champion parents out there that's listening could actually use that advice. Because I think that is one of the concerns that people have. Like, oh, if I cut my phone off, I'm going to miss something.
Yeah, because you always think it's going to be an emergency. You always want to be available for your children or your family in case of an emergency.
That's
but
right.
9 times out of 10, it won't be that important. You can step away and make time for yourself, like you do, Miss Layla.
And you know what, Miss Layla, what I usually do is I kind of determine, like, if my kids are in the home,
Yeah,
I can turn my phone off, because those are the ones who I would be most concerned. Not to say I'm not concerned about anybody else, but those are the ones who I would be most concerned with missing that emergency call. So as long as they're in the house, yes, I agree with you. I would definitely turn the phone off.
Yes, that was my parameter too when I was coming up and bringing my kids up.
Okay.
They're grown now. They made it.
Yes, congratulations. So, are you a champion at parenting?
I think so.
Of
They
course.
have to be the ones to say that, though, because, you got to look at the people who got the tutelage and see if they think they learned something.
Yes, and let me just say this: you are a champion in parenting, and a champion parent basically understands that there is no perfection. You're a perfection in your own right, but there is no perfection, and you're always striving to be better. So you are a champion parent.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
and thank
Happy
you for
New
calling.
Year.
Happy New Year.
That was nice. I like that.
Yeah,
stepping
that
away,
was.
taking a break.
Yes.
So let me ask you all, ladies, a question. Like, how do you find your you as a parent? How do you find who you are, or define who you are,
I like
other
to
than being a
dance.
parent?
I like to dance. I swear,
Dr.
I like
Pert
to
like to dance too.
Yes. I like to dance. In my kitchen, I like to dance and I like to sing, but in my kitchen, I'm in concert by myself if
are
I'm in
you?
a house by myself. And
So
no
you
one
feel
can
like
see me.
dancing is your escape?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I like to dance fast. I like to dance slow. I like to dance.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, if you, I swear, if somebody ever had a video camera on me, it would be funny. I don't know if I would be embarrassed, but
We
I
need
know
to
I
tell
would be.
Layla. Let me text Layla right now. Like, next time.
Well, Layla loves to dance too.
I know. I'm like, I'm telling her, I'm like, next time your mama dance, just record it and send it.
Right. Hey, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk. Hey, caller.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Happy New Year.
how you all ladies doing?
Great. How are
Good, and you?
Good. I'm good. And I just called to let y'all know that some of the things y'all talk about, I wish I would have knew when I was younger and raising my kids. I was so busy just doing this, doing that. I never had time for myself. Never.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And so it's good to hear that, and I hope the younger parents hear that and are able to do that.
And what recommendation could you give to make sure that parents take time for themselves?
Just take, even if it's like the kids are in the house and you go in your room and close your door
Mm-hmm.
and just meditate, pray, just take time for yourself.
Yeah,
Take a nice bath and just relax and calm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we appreciate
And
you sharing that advice.
we appreciate your support and we appreciate your comment, That lets us
Yeah.
know that Mommy Talk is being resourceful for people.
Yes.
Yes, and it is. And I listen to you all the time, and I'm like, wow. Sometimes, like I said, I think about, I wish I would have knew that when I was raising my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you did a fabulous job.
Yeah, you did.
I'm praying that I did. I'm praying that I did.
Yes.
You did an awesome
And
job.
it's always, and I know that when years to come from now, I'm sure that we all would feel like there are certain things that you're always gonna wish that you knew
Could go back,
something.
yeah.
You
Because I was
always
just
gonna wish you
reflecting
could
on that
do-
earlier. Like, I wish
Yeah.
I would have did
Yeah,
this, or wish I would have
self-reflection.
did that. So we're just all
Yeah.
growing, and it's always a process. And
Yeah.
that's what champion parenting is, that you just grow and you're willing to learn and adapt.
You're growing,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. All right, ladies, y'all have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks for
Are
calling.
you a champion at parenting?
Yes, I am.
Of course.
Just keep
All right. Have a
on
good
doing
one.
What you all doing, and I'm praying for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Praying for you as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that is very good to know. Just hearing the confirmation, that we are reaching, people, and that we are making a difference,
Yeah.
because that's definitely, what we're doing. And I will definitely say that I'm not doing it for the
Recognition.
recognition. Thank you. I'm not doing it for the recognition, but basically just looking at my life and just things that I, as a parent said, just always want to know how I could do things differently. And so in searching for myself, I always figure that, there is somebody else who will benefit from that same information.
Yeah. I was reflecting on when she was saying take time for yourself. So when my sons were younger, they were in daycare age, or even like elementary school, I had them in aftercare. Y'all know I waited till 5:59 to pick them up. I don't care what time I got off work. I could have got off work at 12:30, 1 o'clock. But I felt like I needed to let them stay to 5:59 or 6 o'clock
Yeah.
close to
Absolutely.
that because I just needed some time to myself.
That's right.
Even if I had
And
to
you
sit in
paid for it.
yeah, and even if I had to sit in the parking lot and reflect and just take a moment for myself, I just found that time very crucial.
Yeah.
Because it just gave me time for myself.
And it's your time because, you pay for it.
I can relate, but it's funny because their babysitter now, she has a camera and she's like, oh no, you all are not going to be sitting outside just waiting for the time to tick, she see cars pull up, the kids be at the door with their coats on coming on out.
But
But
you know what? You need to park down the street.
Right.
Because how dare you?
Yes. Right.
Because you don't know what I'm doing in my
Right,
car on my
yeah.
time that I paid you for.
Exactly. Don't try to put me on blast, lady.
yeah, but it was it was a couple of us doing that. But that, it is important. At the
It
end-
is.
At the end of the day, you can't control anybody. People are in control of themselves. So,
That's right.
I always look at people and take lessons learned. So pretty much at the end of the day, as a parent, I feel like, yes, you give your children what they need, you give them what they want, you be attentive, but you have to take time for yourself because they're going to do what they want to do.
They definitely
When they come of age, they're gonna do what they want to do. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing that, I'm being conscious that I'm not putting my children in harm's way.
Yeah.
So I do have a babysitter that I do feel comfortable with. That if there is something that I want to do, that they can go with that individual. Because I know sometimes it's hard, sometimes as parents, we want to do things, but then it's just like, oh, I don't have anybody to watch my children. Well, if that's the case, if you don't have anybody to watch your children, teach your children that you need time for yourself. So during this time, whether it be, you set a time throughout the day and you explain to your children, it's important that everybody has time for themselves, including you when you come of age. So I'm going to need for you all to respect my time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the things that I try to do with my kids is, I always tell them, if I give you your time, then you have to give me my time. And it's a two-way thing. Let's support each other. And so I try to make sure that I support them in their activities. And then they understand, look, mommy needs to, I have things I want to do as well.
Like clean the house.
Yeah.
Organize
I'm
chaos.
telling you, since I'm telling you, I feel like my spirits have been really high.
Yeah.
And it
So,
has.
are we going to go to our phone lines? Yeah, we'll go to
We
our
have a
phone
caller.
lines. Yeah, we
Hey,
do have a
caller. Welcome to Mommie Talk.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, it's Melanie Camarcho. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Girl.
Happy New
I'm
Year.
listening. Same to you. Same to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say we enjoyed your comedy show at Punchline the other day.
Oh, my
man.
God. It was
Thank you.
hilarious.
It
The
was.
second show was no room at all to sit in. I said, where's everybody at? They came to do the Happy New Year thing, I guess. But yeah, thank you for coming to the first show.
Yeah, absolutely. Very entertaining and very funny because I know I was
Thank
rolling.
you.
This is Miss Lisa talking. Miss Camacho.
I heard you.
Hi.
That's
So
great.
I have a,
How you doing?
I'm good. How
Who couldn't find
are
the
you?
babysitter? Which one of y'all couldn't find the no.
That was
Oh, yeah.
that's Miss Lisa. That's me. My son went to church with me that evening. So yes, that was
How
me.
old is he?
He's 10. He's 10 going on 40.
Girl, well, you know how that is. And
Yes.
with technology the way it is nowadays, but you still, it all depends on the child. Every parent knows their child.
That's right.
There are 10-year-olds who can stay there by themselves for 2 hours, not open the door, not answer the phone. They don't even hear. They on their Xbox or whatever for the
Yeah.
whole 2 hours.
Yep.
And they
you know
have
what?
parental controls, so
Yes.
you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
And he
then
does really well because he
Uh-huh.
will stay home by himself. But by it being the New Year's Eve, I'm like, nah,
no,
we gonna
that's
hang
not
out.
A day.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I do.
So
I
I'm
love
thankful
your
for your
comedy.
needs.
I love everything about you. You
Thank
say
you.
the stuff that a lot of us are thinking, and I was
That's
hearing
what
you
I
say
try to
that
do.
in one of your interviews.
That's what I do. I said, let me say what everybody's thinking, because y'all, that's what makes everything so funny, because it's relatable. You like, oh, God, I want to say that.
Yes,
But
real
he's
relatable
sitting
and
right
right on
next to
time.
me. This lady said, girl, one of them you was describing sitting right. I came with him. I was like, shut up. Please don't
Yes,
tell me. On the second.
absolutely.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So how
I'm a
many?
mother of two,
Yeah, I was just about to ask you
grandmother
that.
of three.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have two 30-year-olds, and well, they're 32, and one is about to be 33.
Oh, wow.
I had them young. I was 10.
Right, that's
It
right.
doesn't count.
Absolutely.
I was 10 and 13. No, I'm just kidding. But I was married early, so I started. I was early 20s married like a fool. And my daughter followed right in my footsteps. She was 18. I was like, oh my God, you're not even pregnant. What are you doing it for? Why? I did it because your daddy wanted a baby, and I know your grandmama and them would have killed me.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, you have to put a ring on it. You want this baby, sir.
Hello.
My mother will kill us both.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah, so.
And so
yeah,
they're
I've been
still
through
in your
that.
pocket as well.
No, I'm so blessed. One of them, they both are college graduates, but one works for the Compton County Courthouse, and the other one runs some company in Long Beach. So
Nice.
I'm in their pocket. So
Okay.
awesome.
Every blue moon, I'll call them. Hey, you can take me to breakfast or lunch or dinner. I'm broke.
I know that's right. That is
But you know, they grown and gone and rarely ask for a loan. That's what I like to say.
Okay.
Now, I'd rather like my one daughter wanted to come home for 6 months. I said, girl, I will help you with your rent for them 6 months. You are not coming back here.
Yes.
I've been waiting all my life for this.
Yeah. Once you have that peace, it's hard. It's hard.
I have no issues with what do they call it when you're empty nest? No, my nest is rarely empty.
Okay. Right.
Okay, I got a few birds coming through here. Chirp, chirp. Like
So-
I'm single, I can do what I want to do. You are not my man, sir. No,
So if there is any advice you want to give the parents out there, who are raising children, what advice would you want to give them? And this is Dr. Pert speaking.
Okay, I think every child, even though you might not be affectionate, every child wants to be hugged, wants to be said, I love you. I want a lot of these women, I want you to take that same energy that you use for your man, for your children. I watch these women, and they will give these men everything and then not their kids. I'm like, how are you? You don't even hug your kids and kiss your kids, but you all over this man right here.
Right.
Kids need attention.
Yeah.
My mother was not the type that hugged and kissed. We had to be going to Chicago for the summer, pretty much, to get a hug and a kiss.
Oh, wow.
So when I raised my kids, I not only did I hug them and kiss them, I told them I love them every day, and I still do to this day. So
Okay.
I did the things that I wish I would have had.
Okay.
So that's what the parents, a lot of these parents nowadays, a lot of the parents, not the millennials, but the group before, they're the millennials. A lot of the millennials are crack children. Their parents, crack cocaine was an epidemic in America. So mostly everybody was affected. My ex-husband ended up being a crackhead, and I would have never in a million, he didn't even smoke cigarettes. He made me go outside to smoke weed. I could not believe when he started smoking crack. It just was, and I tried everything a wife would do, from going to rehab to church, everything I could do until I couldn't do it no more. I was like, you're not going to drag me down.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Miss Camacho, I wish we had more time, and I hope you would come and talk to us again. I really hope
Give
you would.
them love, people.
Yes.
Give them attention.
Yeah. Love
Thank
and attention
you.
is important.
Thank you.
That's what these kids want. Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for calling.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Okay,
New Year.
bye-bye.
You heard it best from Miss Camacho. She said, what, ladies?
Love them. Show them love.
And give them attention.
Yes,
Yeah.
love and attention.
That's
And thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for
For Mommy
tuning in.
Talk. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. And remember, you too can be a champion of parenting. Continue to support and love your children. For additional information, you can contact us at info@mommytalk.com or visit our website at www.mommytalk.com. We can also be found via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube